Oh, there we go. Howdy, Florencia. Heck yeah. By the way, I'm using the Nux little amp, and I'm using the Chug, and it's awesome. Say this, the Chug pedal chugs, man. It's really badass. I've been using it more than the settings on my amp. I mean, I'll mix it together actually, and it comes out really neatly. So. I like it, man. It's badass. Oh, I got it from Florencia. That's why she's asking. I got it from her. Yeah, thank you very much, Florencia. Yeah, this pedal is awesome. I'm glad she gave it to me. You know, while I was doing the Pantera thing in Australia, hanging out with her, you know, she gave me the Chug pedal. Thank you very much. It was so fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this solo guitar, man, I tell you what. I fucking love it, man. I love this thing. Let's speed this up. I'm using the drum track on this Nux, by the way. Maybe I don't know how loud the drums are. I know it's late, but I just wanted to stream. I'm just playing random riffs, man. Random riffs. This thing is killer. Let's tune this baby down real quick. Just some drop. Make it heavy. Shit. Yeah, I like this. So, the pickups on this are amazing. Duncan Solars. So, they work with Duncan. That sounds cool. Someone's already probably created that before, though. I don't see the chat. Like, it goes off. Yeah, thank you very much, Florencia. This Chuck Toe. Yeah, that's really good. Oh yeah, let's drop tune. I was Hell yeah. I don't know where my fingers were going. They were just going somewhere. Man, metal is just the greatest thing in existence. Fix this real quick. I'm overusing the tremolo system. the way. This thing right here, that's what I'm using. I got it from the Strandberg guitar. It came with the Strandberg guitar, and it attached to like the neck, the headstock. Draken, I lost that weight, man. But boys, why can't I keep the live stream up though? It doesn't stay up. Oh man, yeah, I have to get back and watch it while we talk with y'all. Wish I could get back in BDA. Not the same. That's probably. That's sad to hear. I did try to sneak in once, and I just listened in, but I didn't want too much heat. I mean, I still have an alternate account on there, but I never go in there. But I went in there once, and people were suspecting it was me, and I was like, oh shit, so I just got off. It's because I was well, what's happening was I was defending certain people. I was defending a certain person, and Brendan was like, "That has to be Gonfall. There's no one else." I forgot who was I defending. Maybe it was. I forgot who. I was defending somebody. I was trolling a little bit because it's an alternate account, and then Brendan's like, "Oh, that must be Gonfall. It has to be Gonfall. Is that you, Gonfall?" Brendan's crazy, man. I'm like, oh shit, because he's like, and the only person that talks like that and types like that is Gonfall. I'm like, oh shit, how the hell? This guy has a high IQ, man. This dude has a high IQ. Roy B. Roy B. Roy. Oh yeah, I'm just jamming, man. I should be sleeping, but I'm not tired. Cause I went to Australia. I was chilling with Florencia, watching Pantera, and I think I'm still stuck with Australian time. I gotta get out of it, man. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I was being told that, and I was like, oh, that's badass. Hell yeah. Working on a cruise ship, that's the life, man. I That's some One Piece shit right there. Next thing you know, you're gonna get one of those devil fruits on your plate, and you're like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm still driving, but I mean, I'm working more of the top tier echelons of truck driving, so it's good stuff. That's why I lost weight, because I'm making better money than I was with Schneider. And, it's more so like we don't move too much to the point where I'm not stressing myself out, you know. But I guess the way I'm eating now is I could have ate like that while with Snyder. I just didn't. I just wasn't going in with the plan. Now I have that plan. You're gonna drive ships. Oh hell yeah! Be a captain. Damn, dude. I mean, you don't have to be a captain, but yeah, that'd be badass. Well, I just eat chicken, cheese, every now and then steak. I take veggie supplements because it's really hard to get fresh vegetables on the road because truck stops only have fucking candy and donuts. So I have to take like these supplement tablets it's just like a veggies that are like dried up into a tablet. So there's nothing crazy or artificial about it. So I try to take as much of those as I can. And so, I mean, it helped a lot. Lost all that weight. Just not eating bread. I'm gonna have to fix this, man. It's my fault because I keep having. Dude, it's so cool that. Oh, thanks, man. The glow up. Thanks, man. I'm hoping he wins, because if he doesn't win, this country's over. You see how crazy these people are running this country right now? Like, it's absolute AIDS, man. Not trying to get political right now, but I just feel like why would we keep the same? Why would we keep this dude Biden that and the Democrats? All these people are sending money to like Israel. Americans just got killed in Gaza. They sent money to Ukraine, all behind while the Super Bowl was going on. They send money to these other countries, billions of fucking dollars, while we're driving on shitty roads. I mean, I'm a truck driver, trying to sleep while my co-driver's driving, and all I'm doing is feeling bumps on the road because all that money is going towards other countries. And, the money that is going towards the roads, they're not being used. They're being used for something else. Sucks. And Trump is like literally saying, hey, Biden, this gotta stop. He's like, Vian, this has to end, man. Like, you gotta stop this shit. Like, you need to end this war immediately because people are dying that on levels of, like, at first it's understandable. You know, the understandable reaction from Israel at first was good. You know, hey, go after Hamas, whatever. But now it's like to the level of Americans are getting killed now that are trying to help people, you know, in Gaza. It's like, damn, dude. They even, I guess the vehicle in Gaza was marked so that Israel knew that they shouldn't be shooting at these motherfuckers. But they did it anyway. They knew they were marked vehicles. You know, I don't know how they didn't see that shit. Do co-drivers ever have sex? Aw, man. No, not me, man. Not me. But there are co-drivers out there that probably do have that sex. Most drivers out there that are teams are guys, so, you know, look, if they want to have the gay stuff, do the gay stuff, that's on them, not me. Look, truck drivers, they're on the road, they're feeling lonely, they can do what they want, you know. Yeah, with all the technology, I mean, like, the vehicles are marked, everything. They have the coordinates, they have everything's on. There's a lot of stuff is on satellite. A lot of things are satellite tracked. My truck that I drive is satellite tracked. I mean, for my job. So, I mean, there are a lot of like couple drivers out there that I have seen. So there are a little bit more females driving, but it's really just because and the husbands are usually the ones doing all the driving, you know, and they'll even drive double shift, you know. So they'll sneak in, they'll drive a little bit more. They'll drive and do what they can do. I don't know if you guys can hear my guitar though. I just didn't know how loud it had to be. But yeah, you know. That's my boy Draken. BQF is Draken. Oh man, I need to get on Discord more with you guys. But I know you're working a lot on this cruise ship, so it's it's a little more difficult for you to get back on as much, man. You know, and for me, it's like I got other stuff to do as well. I haven't really been Discording as much either, man. Freaking guys pulling with my hair. Look, it's America. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that, you know, they're drinking the water, you know, like Alex Jones said, you know, the water's turning to freaking frogs, yeah, so. They can, look, I don't care what they want. Just leave me out of it. I'm home right now in college. I'm home till 2025. Oh, badass. So you'll be on more. Dude, I need to get on there more. Need to talk to you guys about One Piece more, and not even just One Piece. There's so much to talk about, man. Like, and the topics in this world, food, conspiracy theories, you know. Remember the crazy shit I used to talk about with the anti-gravity nonsense? There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the science, realm of things. I love Candace Owens. I want a woman like that. Dude, you got hey, Jackie, you look, go for it, man. You never know. Maybe you'll find her on a cruise ship. I don't know if you've heard a lot of these things about CERN, with the Hadron Colliders and stuff. These CERN scientists, they were doing like some crazy like rituals. And yeah, they were doing a lot of weird ritual, satanic stuff, and there's a lot of things wrapping around this eclipse that CERN is involved with too. Apparently, I have to read up on it, but people are talking about it. Look, I don't know what's going on, but many states in my country right now are doing this like state of emergency around this eclipse. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's just like a distraction. So, yeah, it's just a distraction. It's not that no one's allowed to join. You got to get permission from J-Beast. And I'd have to ask him again. Oh, hold on. Let me read this. What are you saying about the Eclipse Dragon? Live chat. Okay. I'm required to learn about eclipses. It only affects gravity, stretching the water on the surface of the planet. Well, what they're saying is that I guess, I don't know. I've seen some crazy shit. Like, I was watching a clip on YouTube. I was watching a clip on YouTube, and the clip was saying, like, the clip came from TikTok, but it's posted on YouTube by somebody critiquing it. And this lady is saying, hey, we have, like, apparently there's this rock or something that, I guess has some sort of magnetism in it or something, and there's so much rock, like there's so much of it in the bedrock of the crust or something in the planet that the eclipse, even if it's a small scale effect, like quantum wise, it's a big effect of some sorts. Like, I don't know. She sounded kind of crazy to me, and she was saying that the quantum effect of it is that it's going to create all sorts of earthquakes. Other people say that it's going to affect power. And I'm just like, dude, we just had an eclipse. Why would this happen? It's just people that don't know what they're talking about just saying stuff. 1,000 small distractions equal one large distraction. Yeah, that's what I was telling that to my family, because they were talking about things like the eclipse. They were talking about things like, apparently, like NBC talks about how we spotted some mothership in space somewhere. And I'm like, dude, you're going to believe them? They're just saying crazy shit. Like, look at what they're saying, that after Americans get killed in Gaza by the hands of Israel. And that's also something that's probably small compared to whatever is going on that I'm not really paying too much attention as much as before, but whatever's going on, yeah, don't look up. Don't look up. Oh shit! Sorry about that. 1,000 small distractions equal one large distraction. Look where you don't want you to look. Yeah, don't look up. Don't look up. Yeah, it's this whole thing of don't look up. Look this way at what we want you to look at. And sadly, if it worked on my family a little bit until I told them that, like, if it worked on people, like average working citizens, it's effective. Unfortunately, it's effective unless unless you know that they do shit like this. You know, so it is what it is, man. You can only do so much. They own most of the media. Big Pharma owns 75% of the advertisements. Everybody that's corrupt owns a big portion of large entities that are popular and are well known. I mean, they feed us crap in America. All this, like, is it really medicine? They don't give you cures for things. They give you temporary solutions. That's all they really give you. And a lot of these, look, the vaccine, did it work at all? Is it really a vaccine? They had to literally change the definition of the vaccine for it to match the criteria of what a vaccine means. So you have to manipulate a word for it to be a vaccine, when really it's just an injection of a new drug that's never been tried on a worldly scale of billions. I mean, that was the test trial, you know, of something that hasn't worked for decades. COVID comes out and that just magically works out of nowhere. People just believe what they believe. The media owns it. CNN will say, make sure you get vaccinated, make sure you do this. Fox News will say the same thing. And then what happens after they're done with their show? You'll see the advertisement is by the same vaccines they're promoting for you to take. That's crazy. The same people telling you to take something is being sponsored by them. So why would they not promote it? Yeah. Yeah, me saying these things, people will look at me like, dude, you're crazy, you're stupid, and you're just a conspiracy theorist. But they literally had to change the definition of what a vaccine was. Then they tell you, the same media tells you that there's a fucking UFO mothership in space, while shit's going on in this world that's batshit crazy. Don't pay attention to this shit. They don't want. I don't like. The thing is, it's like it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe they're scared of riots. Maybe they're scared of shit like that. They have to distract people. But people have the right to know what's going on. People deserve to know information. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't do it. I've honestly, like, when I gained, in the process of me gaining weight, it got really bad. Because I was filling a hole of, like, holy shit, this world is fucked. I was eating a lot of food. McDonald's, Big Macs, fries, shakes, truck stop shit. I was addicted to the food, but I was also like this shit's, it's over. This whole world is, there's nothing. But losing weight, going through a process of fasting and figuring out, look, crazy shit's been going on for thousands of years, and there's nothing I can do about it. So fuck it. People are complacent to believe what mainstream social media and Google tells them instead of researching for themselves. And here's the thing I'll say to that. It's not that there are people doing research, but they're doing research under Google, uh, and Google. Even if you do research, if you're not the kind of person that does research, it has to be proper research, right? So if you're reading something like a headline, you're like, oh, that crap, that's bullshit. The headline says something, then you read the article, it says something completely opposite, right? That's the shit. A lot of people read headlines. Their research is headlining. Some people research, they read the headline, and they do click on an article, but they're reading the first part of the article, which is basically an opinion piece of saying somebody did something and yada, yada, yada. But then at the end of the article, you see like what they're saying, and what they're saying is, oh, but that's not all, but that's not true. It's actually going on like this. But nobody reads that part of the article. And so they're being led to believe things that aren't true. Even if, that's why when people say, hey, do a little bit of research and maybe you'll actually know a little more than you do now. But a little bit of research, unfortunately, is not enough. Because unfortunately, when you read paragraphs, they trick you a lot with words. I mean, I remember critical thinking questions where they would ask you a question, but they'll sort of make you trip over the question, and you'll answer what they intended you on tripping on the answer on the question, so you could answer wrong. And what's a good example? Like, could there, like, let's say this, somebody was arguing to me that CDC was saying that if you get vaccinated, right? If you get vaccinated, you're not going to transmit the virus. I mean, the virus, right? Which wasn't true. And they actually gave me the article themselves. They gave me the actual CDC source. So when I researched it, right? When I looked at that same source that guy gave me, I read through it. It didn't say that you won't transmit the COVID if you get vaccinated. It said it could be that you won't transmit the virus or some shit like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's how they word everything they say. And they expect people to read through things really fast, read the first part, and believe something that's not true. They do it on purpose. It's very mischievous. They know that normal people, the average person, won't read far enough. So they'll give you enough, and then near the end, they'll give you something. You're like, oh, so you're telling me that it doesn't. You don't even know that it does or not, So you have to really pay attention. It's like how people read One Piece. They could be really credulous. Yeah, it's wiggle room. It's deception. It's really bad. Clickbait, emotional responses. Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm not reading because the live chat goes away. If you honestly research Trump, you will love him. If you honestly research Biden, you'll hate him. I mean, look. People can love Trump, hate Trump, whatever. One thing is, when they asked Trump what he felt about the Russian versus Ukraine war, what side he was on or something, Trump is like, I just want this dying to stop. Right? Russians and Ukrainians alike. The media went crazy saying that, oh, you're a Russian asset, all this stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Like, they have brainwashed themselves. They have Trump derangement syndrome, and they literally they lose their mind. Who could disagree with that? There are a lot of good Russian people that had to go into battle in Ukraine. There are a lot of good Russian people, a lot of good Ukrainian people. Do we want either side to die? Do we want diplomacy? The problem is that the actions that you take, that NATO takes, is the actions that Russia was telling them not to take. So if you're taking those actions, there's no diplomacy there. The diplomacy was, let's not make any moves to cause any problems. But NATO decided to cause problems with Russia trying to make Ukraine a part of NATO. That was supposed to just be Ukraine. And I get that Russia wanted, look, it's all a bunch of bullshit. There's so many narratives, even I don't know the full story. But all I know is this. Obviously, there's no diplomacy and people are dying. Do we want people to die? No. In this modern age of technology, of having phones, PlayStations, Xboxes, PCs, guitars, there's so much fun to fucking have. It's such an easy life that I believe most people in this world do not want war. I don't think even 1,000 years ago, people didn't want war either, because they were living a peaceful life on their farms, living their life, having a good time. Most people don't want war ever. The problem is I guess humans don't change and people in power don't give a crap. Because whatever's going on, there's no honest conversation. But I think here's the thing. The anti-war rhetoric is stronger than ever in this world because of technology, because of the phones. A lot of people online, we go online, we talk to people from America to any country in the world. We could talk to anybody in this world at any time. So it's like if we go to war with a country that we have friends in, we're more likely to be against that war. And I think even politicians themselves would realize that there's no benefit for that. But unfortunately, right now, politicians are greedy pieces of shit, and there are a lot of there's a lot that they want that most people don't give a fuck about. They want this whole world because they're saying it's the right thing to do. What's wrong with making the whole world one? To globalize everybody, every country, we don't need every country. We just want one world order. That's it. World globalized. It's like, but just because you're saying it's a nice thing to do doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. And many times being nice is evil in many cases. It's like allowing a lot of refugees in a country, and the refugees don't share the culture, they don't share the love of the nation. You see videos of like people like of Muslims like in Ireland saying that they wish that there were less of the natives there and more immigrants there, because they're tired of seeing the people that live there. There's a lot of it. To me, that's negative energy. People don't want that. One day the world's going to be one, but it's going to happen because of technology. It's going to happen because we're connected to the internet, not because we have politicians forcing policy, forcing us to get together and mix up. I feel like a lot of these wars are on purpose so that they do mix people up. Because they have their personal agenda. They think what they're doing is the right thing. They probably genuinely do. But that's evil, what they're doing. If they are starting wars for that to happen, yeah, that's evil. I don't know if that's what they're doing. Whatever they're doing to make it happen, it's obviously not working well. And a lot of people are angry about it. There's a lot of angry people. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of problems. If they never did that, this world would be a better place. If they would just stop and just leave the fucking world alone. People will connect online, on their phones, through the internet. People will fall in love. People will become friends. People would meet each other. And this world will eventually become one through peace. Not through war, not through force, not, hey, you know what? We're going to track you through currency, track you through this and that, and if you don't do what we say, we're taking everything from you. It's evil, man. We're going through evil times. It's like China putting nukes on the Mexican border. Yeah, if China put nukes on the Mexican border, we would react the same. You know, as Russia is doing to Ukraine. I mean, NATO is very powerful, and they know that Russia left NATO, just like how you know, well, I guess in One Piece, Doflamingo, who left? Who didn't go along with the Celestial Dragons? Dragon, that was Vivi's bloodline, Alabasta Kingdom, right? They're like Russia. They didn't go along with NATO, the world government. You know. But yeah, I'll try to get Florencia in to watch along. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to JB's. Nefertari family. That's what it is. I'm credulous because I haven't been too hard of One Piece. If I was in the servers more, I'd be more knowledgeable. Uh, Love of money is the root of all evil. There will always be war until the end. Yeah, it's inevitable. Money, currency is inevitable. You know. No, you'll probably be able to get on there. I'll talk to JB's again for that too. Well, it's been a while, so I'll ask him again for it, so don't worry about it. I gotta. I don't remember what the Attack on Titan theme song sound like. I don't know what it sounds. The third opening. I don't remember what that sounds like. I haven't watched. I haven't listened to the third opening in a while. But I know that one. Yeah. Attack on Titan. When that shit first came out, and I was watching. Yeah, when that shit came out, that shit was crazy, man. Like I didn't expect such like crazy shit to go on. Like someone told me, "Hey, look, watch this anime." You know, people are just it's just so gory, man. Bloody, people getting their heads, limbs ripped apart, just blood, blood, blood. I'm like, that is metal. That's freaking metal, man. But I liked the story at first, but then I don't know, man. Later on, I don't know where it went, man. I didn't like the main character becoming this evil guy. That's just I haven't finished it either. I didn't finish the series, so I don't know what happens. But I just didn't like the feeling of it after a while. To me, it didn't go in the correct direction, and I think it lost a big part. I think it might have lost a big part of the fan base. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. Okay. I'm streaming on my phone, by the way. So I saw a message come in, Draken, but I can't. I'd have to pick it up and message you back. What about the fairy tale theme song? I haven't played that in a while, but I think I. I forgot how to play that. I hated that though, man. I wanted Aaron to be the freaking hero. That's just me, man. That's my bias. I just like the hero shit. But the world can be cruel, man. Like, I feel like maybe they should do another Attack on Titan series where it all goes, it goes good. You know? Everyone did everything he did, not for, and he did not for humanity, but to accomplish his own dreams. Everything he said was horse shit. Oh man, I don't know, man. I'll rewatch. Maybe I'll rewatch it and give it another go. I'll give it another go. Yeah. Let's play some pentatonic shit. Can you play We Are? We Are? Oh, the One Piece. We Are. We are on a cruise. Da 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 da. Close enough. I rewatched it recently. It was better than the first time. Yeah, dude. Every time you hear that "We Are," you get those goosebumps, man. I mean, when I was 14, that's when I got into One Piece, and I remember I would come across it and just remember the four credits version and be like, I don't want to watch this goofy ass shit. But one time I came across it because there was like no other. I couldn't find any other anime to watch, and I was just like, all right, I'll watch this. There's nothing else to do, you know. And I started watching it. You know, I was eating McDonald's and shit, and I just started watching episode after episode after episode, and I was just glued onto it, man. I'm like, what the hell, dude? And I grew attached to it. The characters are really great. You know, I mean, the One Piece, when four kids messed up One Piece, you know, when they're going to be thinking like how I was thinking. They're going to go over. They're just going to skip across, you know, the anime and say I'm not going to fucking watch it. But I watched it, and you know, I learned that that was four kids. It wasn't like the actual thing. They took away the guns, the blood, all that good stuff. You know, everything was cheesy and corny. But the actual, you know, One Piece, that's my shit. I love it a lot. The Binke Sake, oh dude, the Binke Sake. You know what's so funny is my. Oh, you could sing it. You could sing that. Okay, yeah. Dude, yeah. You have to sing it when I get in VC. Whenever I get back in VC. My first exposure to One Piece was Luffy versus Lucci. Oh, dude, I'm glad. I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I didn't see any spoilers during that time. I didn't watch any One Piece spoilers, so everything was coming fresh, and I caught up to like over 400 something episodes before, you know, the time skip. And I remember that Luffy versus Rob Lucci fight, dude. When I thought, because they really made it seem like Luffy was gonna lose, I'm like, there's no way this guy can get back up. Like this shit's actually like tearing his fucking body, and then you see Usopp. You know, he's crying, he's yelling for Luffy to get back up, you know, and he's yelling at Luffy. Luffy gets up, does that last attack and shit. Dude, that was fire, dude. That was fire. And then what he did to Bluno when he first see that attack, the second gear, when I first saw the second gear move on Bluno, I was like, hell yeah! That motherfucker needed to get knocked, you know, like, what? I was fired up. I was fired up, man. One Piece, one of the best animes ever, man. That attack was great. Yeah, I hated Bluno, man. But you know, with everything, I think, and Eni's lobby was great. I liked Skypiea when it was so obvious, right? Like I wasn't thinking maybe if I was in the BDA server at the time. That was years ago. It was too early for me to, you know, for anybody really. But like when we first see NL, we're like, this guy, how do you beat this guy? He's lightning. He's literally made out of lightning. You can't touch this motherfucker. If we were talking about One Piece and BDA, somebody in the chat would have said, yeah, but Luffy's rubber. He could touch him. Somebody would have said that. I wasn't thinking about it because I'm watching straight through it. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck is Luffy going to get this guy? And then he punches and Nell's just like he does that face of like that. He was so shocked. He was like, what the hell? What? Oh, let me see. It was goofy as hell. Oh, what's up, Travis? I like it. Hell yeah, Travis. Yeah, you got to get into more anime. Hell yeah. I would it sucks because the live chat on this phone keeps going off. It was goofy as hell with no context. A stretchy man versus a leopard on 2 feet. What the fuck? Yeah, if I saw that first, I would have been like, what the hell is this shit? No? But when you have the context of how badass Rob Lucci is, man, like, and how crazy strong they were. I mean, when I saw them, you know, when we first see them take off their mask and everybody's surprised, and Luffy attacks, but they're like he doesn't do any damage, and then Zoro and Luffy easily they get thrown out of their, into the storm and shit, stuck in buildings, and Zoro stuck in a chimney. Like I'm just thinking, like, dude, these guys are fucking strong. How the hell are we gonna beat these assholes? What the hell? There's no way you could even. But it's anime. Obviously something was gonna, a power up was gonna happen. But still, like they really, when you're watching it like fresh, it hits harder. I think that reading the manga every week, it doesn't hit as hard. I feel like I need to rewatch some of these arcs. Like I need to rewatch Whole Cake, maybe Punkheiser, Dressrosa, Whole Cake, Wano. I need to rewatch some shit. I should do a whole binge, but it would take forever. I would read, but I like watching it more. Rob Gucci, yeah, dude, that dude's badass. Yeah, dude, I just love his character, man. He is a badass. Uh, yeah, dude. Yo, it's Ryan. Yo, King Meow Meow. That's my boy. Yo. Ryan's the shit, man. I need to get back in Gargut's server. I need a link, though. I need to get a link. Oh, yeah, you're still talking about the shoes. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan's a shoe head. I think there's some shoe heads in BDA server, isn't there, Draken? Pretty sure there's some shoe heads that always talk about shoes. Who was it that sold a shoe and made a lot of money? Was that Wallow or was it Janoi? One of them sold a shoe that was rare, made like $1,000 off of it, or something. I remember this. It's like years ago though. WrestleMania weekend. Oh, that's what's up. I gotta get back into that stuff. No one else cares about shoes like that. Yo, hey, you know what, Ryan? What do you think about the Donald Trump shoes, the golden ones that were sold out really quickly? That the prices of the shoes might be way higher now, but when they sold out, I remember the price of a pair of shoes. The pair of shoes was like 9 grand, like $9,000. It may be higher now, but this was when literally, I guess it was a shoe convention or something. I don't know what they called it, but Trump was there and he sold these shoes. They sold out like crazy. Like, what do you think about those shoes, man? Yo, Dragon. I don't. I don't. There's a time where I was down. I'll admit this. I was down. I was down at some point, and I left a lot of servers. But I'm still on Garguts's with my alternate account. But yeah, I was feeling down, and I left a lot of servers. Stupid shit. But yeah, I got to get back in Nicky's server. He's fucking awesome. Miss the guy. Looks stiff as hell though. Yeah, I like the gold on it though. I'd probably wear those with some black jeans, a black shirt. I mean, I don't care I'll wear any shoes. I'll wear anything that's comfortable. Wait, how much do they want? They want him to pay $500 million. Shit, let's sell Bibles and shoes. Yeah, Trump is a businessman, so he'll get out of some situations. So he'll sell some shit. I don't blame him. Dude, the guy is a troll. He sold, it's funny as fuck. The dude was selling, what do they call it? NFTs, right? He was selling NFTs. And a bunch of people were buying it. Not because they have any worth, but just because they wanted to troll people that hated Trump. Just like, and people were furious that people were buying the NFT and shit. And it's so, I just find it hilarious. People get so angry. I'm sorry, it's just funny, man. I just think it's so funny. Like, why do they care, dude? Like, I don't know why they care. Like, they care on some personal level. Oh damn, yeah, he'll bring it back in. $1,300 to $1,500 for what? The Trump shoes? Damn, it's still a lot of money. I want to buy one just to troll, dude. I know, just to troll, because there's people out there that just hate him so much. Like, they'll go crazy. They get veins in their forehead. They get veins everywhere in their necks. Like, how dare you talk about Trump? It's funny to me, man. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. But I just think people need to relax, chill the fuck out. Like, he's just selling shoes. He's not selling kids like some of these like Democrats are doing under the table, with the illegal immigration, with the cartel and using border control. They apparently have addresses to where they're sending these kids to some of these locations that are well known apparently to our government to be self-trafficking rings for kids. Like, there's a lot of connections with P. Diddy and a lot of the Hollywood people. Like, shouldn't they hate them? Why are they? What the hell? They're getting mad at someone selling shoes. The dude could cure cancer. And these people would be like, I got cancer, but I hate Trump. I'm not going to cure this shit. Yeah, the golden Trumps. Some bigger sneaker YouTubers were gifted those Trump sneakers at Got Swole event. Dude, come on. It's worth money. They can hate Trump. They can love him. But they should know this. If those shoes are worth a lot of money, they should love those fucking shoes. They should love those shoes. Because they'll be worth a lot of money in the future. There will be people that don't take care of their Trump shoes. They'll get ruined. But if you maintain those shoes, take care of them, 20 years later, those things will be like, I don't know how much shoes like that would go for in the future because of inflation. In the future, a Big Mac meal is going to be $100. Maybe that's actually just the burger is going to be $100, but with the fries, it'll be like, with the fries and drink, it'll be $150. With the fries, with the drinks, $100. I have to keep. I really should have bought a pair earlier, dude. I wish I knew. I don't think. I don't know, dude. It would have been worth it, dude. You would have sold that shit online afterwards. After they sold out, you made a lot of money. I would have too. God, dude, I would have. If I know what I know now, I would have went there, bought 3 of those pairs, 3 pairs at best. I don't know. I don't know how much they allow people to buy though. Trump will fix the economy. I mean, I feel like it'll be very tough to fix the economy. I mean, look, we're just giving away our money to the rest of the world right now as we currently speak. You know, we're giving millions of dollars to illegal immigrants. They're getting luxury hotels while like college students are, you know, suiciding themselves because they live like in a very small apartment, you know, struggling with rent every month, barely getting by. But, you know, here comes illegal immigrants getting luxury hotels, you know, for a year, you know, getting money every month and all this stuff. And it's like, what the hell? That's not fair. Our money is going in so many places that don't matter to people that were born here or to people that legally migrated here in the right way. It sucks. I'm trolling with those shoes. I mean, honestly, if you look at the cost, if you look at like the benefit of, if you weigh the scales of what is worth it, is it worth to sell the shoes after buying it, or is it worth to troll people with the shoes? I would say this: it is worth trolling these motherfuckers with the shoes. I mean, look, you can go anywhere. You know, someone looks at your shoes, you know, and they're pissed off. That's hilarious. I mean, dude, these people were the people that were poured a milkshake on some 16-year-old kid at some like fast food place, and all because he was wearing a MAGA hat. You know, you had people throwing rocks at people, literally physically abusing them in public for just wearing shit that had Trump's name on it. You know, and it's like, aren't these people the evil, the tyranny, the fascist that want to put fear into your eyes to try to get you to fear being for something? Doesn't it sound familiar, like what happened in Nazi Germany when the Nazis and the propaganda were telling people to hate people because they were a certain something? I mean, that's insane to me. It's so similar, in fact, it's insane. You think that you're a good person because you want to punch somebody in the face because the media calls that person a Nazi with no evidence to back it. But they'll just tell you. The media will just tell you stuff. You'll believe it because they tell you it over and over and over again every day on the television. You go to the gym. What do you see on the television? Trump hate by the media. They push it. They force this stuff into you. They literally paid BuzzFeed under the table to animate something to make fun of Trump. You know, small hands, all this stuff. They pay animators, YouTubers, small timers a lot of money. And they pay a lot of money. They really do give these people a lot of money, a lot of small creators a lot of money just so that they can go on there and say a lot of bullshit and lie. And then they'll get paid for it. It's paid. People get paid. It is what it is. And it worked. It really worked really well. I mean, people are dumb enough, and I was dumb enough. I fell for it at first. I mean, it was to the point where when I saw Trump, I felt the derangement. Like I heard his name, I saw his face, I heard him talk, like I would get angry, and I wouldn't know really why. I would just know that there was a couple of things that they said he'd done that I disagreed with. But do I hate him because I personally hate him, or do I hate him because they're telling me to hate him? It was because they were telling me to hate him, and I was a sheep. I was a fucking sheep. And then after friends were attacking me because I voted third party, and then Trump won, and after they were attacking me, and you know, after some time went on, I was waking up to this like I was waking back up to this reality of, you know what? So strange to me. They're going after one man so fucking hard. It's unbelievably hard. All these rich and powerful people against one man, telling him that he's bad because he's rich, even though they're rich as well. They're inside trading and investing and making millions of fucking dollars. They're telling you to hate him because he's a billionaire. The dude just sells clothes, shoes, does apartments. Like, that's all he does. That's the business he does. It's like, you know, like, while they're literally using their position of power to do inside trading, making millions of dollars, you know, and lying to people, passing bills under the table so they could funnel money through things and then get it by return. You know, it's all bullshit. It was a lie, and when they take him out of context, it was really easy to find that out. As long as you, what happens is, and for people, most people don't pay attention because most people are doing other things. But if you're watching a live stream of Trump talking, right, and this is before they post shit on the media out of context, you can hear Trump talk about a certain thing. Like recently, they said Trump called illegal immigrants animals and rapists and murderers again. They did that again. But I was watching. He was talking about literally the people that were caught raping and murdering people. There are people like that are coming through the border. He wasn't saying every illegal immigrant like that are literally animals. They're trying to spark anger against this fucking guy again. This is the same shit they're doing because they're desperate. They're scared. And they're holding on to dear power. They're holding on so tightly. They went after his lawyers. In America, a country where lawyers can represent literally the worst fucking criminal. Are you fucking kidding me? If you think Trump's a criminal, it doesn't matter. He does have a right to lawyers. The lawyers were forced to admit something that wasn't true. And they were a part of that. They're a part of some conspiracy or some shit. But when all they're doing is just going to court under Trump's name. They're literally just being Trump's lawyers. Something you are allowed to do in America. So if people are going to tell me that Trump's a fascist, he's a Nazi dictator, why are they doing everything that they're saying Trump is doing? Right? Why are they doing everything that they say Trump is going to do if he wins? Now, if he does do some of this stuff, I wouldn't blame him. These people went after his family. They went after him. They went after people that supported him. They're going after journalists that support him. They put people in handcuffs. They put a journalist in handcuffs. I mean, they arrested a journalist, put him in prison for a couple of months. So already they're doing things that is destroying the country. And the reason why I say they're destroying the country is because they've crossed the Rubicon of something that we would usually think is something that would never happen. And the thing that we thought would never happen is that they would start trying to arrest lawyers, literally putting a lawyer in prison, going after journalists, it's crazy to me. These people, what is it, May 29th or something? The left went to Washington, D.C., burned down a church, flipped over cars. They was Trump in a bunker. Trump didn't want to go to the bunker. He was forced to go in the bunker. Have any committee hearings? They don't have any of that talking about that insurrection because they want to call it insurrection. It wasn't an insurrection, obviously. It was a riot. It was terrorism because they were terrorizing the whole area. They burned down a church that's been around for a long time. Like, they don't have committee hearings for that. Why don't they have that? But they have January 6th committees. That's crazy to me. How do you have January 6th committees? But you're not going to have committees for that. You're being super biased. What you're doing is splitting up and dividing the country and getting people to hate each other more than ever. And nothing's ever going to be solved. They're doing it because they're actually the ones that they're actually the ones creating the coup d'etat. They're literally taking over they've literally taken over the country by doing that shit. They're trying to take over. They haven't won yet. They're actually I'm sorry. I mean, they're trying to take over. That's why they want to get rid of Trump. They want people that oppose their ideals, their ideology, gone. And if they win, it's over. Freedom of speech is gone. Look at Canada, dude. These people are crazy. They took away their guns. They look at the shit they've done. I'll play one more shred and then I'm gonna end the video. Enough politics. It was supposed to be shred stream, but I can get crazy with that shit. It is fascism. They are hypocrites. They are literally the fascists. I do sometimes call these people Nazis, but it's like they're not really Nazis. It's just a language to offend somebody, put a title on somebody. But they are fascists. They're acting like fascists. Like the Nazis are gone, dude. There are people that claim to be Nazis, but it's like, what? They don't do shit. They have no power. Like, if I saw someone doing a Nazi salute or whatever, or doing something, writing swastika or whatever, it's like, I don't care because it has no power. The fact that in Germany, they're acting like fascist again, like when they were Nazis, telling you that you can't do the salute, that you can't do any of that shit, telling you that you can go to prison or get some hefty fine. I don't know, something. They do something over there against that. That's fascism. Why are they going back to the roots of what they're trying not to be? You look into the mirror. You look at other people and you want to not become them, but you should look in a mirror because that's what you're becoming. Because you're doing everything in your power to stop that evil, but everything that you're doing is inevitably becoming the power you're trying to stop. I don't know what the saying is. I said it all wrong, but you get the point. Yeah. Oh yeah, when Elon Musk was trying to, get him to be like, because Don Lemon could ask him like the same question, like he didn't know what Elon Musk was saying, but he was literally answering him. I was just sitting there like, dude, I forgot what the conversation was about. Maybe you can remind me, but I just remember thinking, dude, he's literally answering you, dude. He's giving you the answer. What the fuck? Yeah, Don Lemon, he's crazy too, man. But I think that people like him only know what he can see and only know what he can be told. So either he knows and he's just really evil, or he's just really stupid and he's just saying whatever they're telling him. I quote Animal Farm. Look face to face. Let me see. From Animal Farm. I look from face to face, man to pig, pig to man, and I can no longer tell which was which. Yeah. You can no longer tell. Yeah. I see what you're saying. The people that assumed to be good become the evil that they sought not to be, You became the very thing you swore to destroy. Yeah. Fuck. I really do. When I see Anakin Skywalker, I do see the left, like the far left. Like when you see that when Trump won in 2016, you see that lady, that meme picture of that lady, and she's looking up and she's yelling like that or something. Like I see Anakin Skywalker. When I see videos of them yelling and you can see the veins, you know, their hair is, messed up, it's dirty, they look like so angry and deranged and twisted. You can't even have a conversation with them. Like they're like Anakin Skywalker. They are blind with rage and evil. And we all know that young Anakin was a good little boy. He was a good kid. But he wanted something he couldn't get, became angry about it, was convinced to join the dark side. And I feel like a lot of these people, they don't know that they've been convinced to join the dark side. They've been convinced of a lot of evil shit. And they look at it and think that this is normal, this is okay. And you're like telling them, no, dude, it's wrong. Let's have a good conversation about why. They get angry at you when you point out certain things. It's really bad. It's really bad. They look like Anakin Skywalker. You see his face, how pissed off he is, how angry he is. Like he has like dark rings around his eyes. It's like, whoa. The dude became twisted. I'm not saying there aren't people like that from the right, because every now and then, it's very rare, but they never really show themselves. Where you hear somebody from the right say something shit. Like when I went on Telegram, I don't know if they were lefties like disguising themselves as people on the right, because they were saying things out of this world. And I feel like there are people trying to make people look bad, and there's trolls out there. So I don't believe it, but some of these people are saying some crazy shit. I'm like, dude, this is some Anakin Skywalker shit. When you quote that, like I think about that. You look at his face, you look at them, same shit. Yeah, the entitlement, the lashing out, the tantrums. Anakin Skywalker felt entitled to become a Jedi Master. He wanted to sit with the other ones. He wanted that power. He wanted that title. And if only he waited a little longer. If only he was patient. If only he listened. And didn't stray, but he strayed, man. Got evil. And there are people who are good, that intend to do good things, that become twisted because they don't get it right away. They don't get it. They don't get what they want. I don't get what I want. And like if I had my way, there would be certain things in this world I could change. I can't change shit. I'm not going to become Anakin Skywalker because I can't change shit. Yeah, Mace was far right. Look, I'll just say this. People are getting crazy, man. Like the amount of school shootings that have been happening because of mental illness, because of this anger. I really think it comes from the food. It comes from social media. It comes from the internet. This stuff is the food. The shit that's in the food is new, right? The shit that's in the food is new. The way they've been manipulating things. The internet's new. The speed of how everything comes and goes, new. Like there's a lot of manipulation going on physically and mentally. It could drive a kid crazy. And a lot of the shootings that have been going on lately, they've been covering up the fact that they've been transgender, and we know that it's a mental illness. Gender dysphoria is a mental illness. If you don't feel right in your own body, that is literally a mental illness. And instead of trying to work with it, work through it, they are enabling it. And they're making people, they're bringing these people more to the light to the point where people are getting tired of it. And they're making problems worse. So there's so many things that are going on in society right now. They're making people's minds worse. And they're becoming the people that are tired of everything, the people that don't feel like they belong in their own body, their mind's messed up. They've become Anakin Skywalker. You know? And only one thing I wish I could change. I would take away tribalism. Under Trump, they blamed mass shootings on him. Under Biden, crickets. Yeah, the thing is, they can blame Trump, but did social media exist like social media existed, with Obama and Bush, right? But it was in the years of people were more mature, and it was harder for kids to get on the internet, because they didn't have touchscreen phones. A lot of people, even kids, have touchscreen phones. I didn't have a touchscreen phone when I was a kid, and it was harder to get on a computer. So most kids weren't getting on computers. They weren't seeing things they aren't supposed to see. They're not talking to people they're not supposed to be talking to. They're not being indoctrinated by people they're not supposed to be indoctrinated, from. Now, when now it's like every kid has one of those touchscreen phones, and under Trump, a lot of kids did have those phones. It's not because of Trump. It's because parents being irresponsible buying kids touchscreen phones when they should really be giving them flip phones until they're a matured age to where they know where to go, where not to go on the internet, because they need to be taught, the safe way to use the internet. Their mind needs to mature against the indoctrination that can occur from online, the insanity from the internet. I really do think the internet, the amount of sugar that's in the foods that we have today, the fructose, all of it combined is creating chaos. So, yeah, that needs to change, man. It's nor Trump, it's no Trump, nor it's not Trump or Biden's fault. It's parenting needs to change now. Technology is new. Parents need to adapt and understand what they need to do about this. They need to change the way they parent. Flip phones, man. Come on. That's the best thing to do. Just change it up to flip phones. That's the best. I think that's the best way to do it. And the FDA needs to be dissolved. The FDA needs to be dismantled because they're allowing shit to go through. They could say something's organic, but it's not organic. There's a certain threshold, that somebody can do, manipulate a food and say, well, as long as you don't manipulate it that much, we'll call it organic. FDA does some twisted shit. There's a lot of loopholes. We need to dismantle that shit. It's obviously not working. And we need something else. We need to form something else that we need extra security on, because we do not need people being manipulated and swayed by corporations and politicians. Because we need something that will stop the shit in our food. Will stop certain meds that are bad for people to take. Will stop the fake science, and what I mean by fake science is that they'll tell you that a pill will make you lose weight. That's bullshit. Come on. They need to stop this shit. But they don't. They refuse to stop this stuff. Because they make money off of it. Yeah, but met, yeah, address mental illness. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow. Honest technology is increasing at a pace faster than we can. It keeps disappearing every time. Then we can match it as a society. Do you think that we've hit the point of what do they call it? Where technology hits a point of where it increases. What is that called again? It um I forgot what they call it, but it feels like maybe it's happened, man. Because technology is outpacing. It feels like technology is outpacing what we like how we can grasp it. Because we need to grasp it better, but it's getting out of our grasp. It's getting out of hands. We can't control it properly. Because if we can control it properly, none of this stuff would be happening. If we can use it um in the correct manner, if there wouldn't be any school shootings. They could blame the guns, but even if they don't have any guns, like people can kill people with cars, people can kill people with knives, people can kill people with your fist and your feet. You can kill people. You can kill someone with a punch. Like people die, man, and people kill, and they need to figure out the source. Their temporary solution, as they call it, their cure to this problem is taking away guns. If you took away Anakin's lightsaber, you think he's still not going to do what he does? The dude's just going to find something else. He'll use the Force. You can't take the Force from him. Yeah, the AI could be a problem. AI could be a problem. AI is crazy. Like, I hear there are two sides. There's many sides to this. Some people think that AI is going to be AI is going to be too intelligent. There's going to be a point in time. AI is too smart. And they're not going to care about humans being around. They're not going to care about our existence. They're just going to coexist. And it's just going to be like it's just going to be a coexisting type of thing where they benefit off of each other. We will benefit off of each other, or it'll just be, they don't have any real reason to really be against humans because they're so intelligent. I don't know. Some people think that they wouldn't really have a real reason to do anything, and it wouldn't really benefit them, but some people think that, AI will gain some sort of conscious, self, and it's going to want rights. And even though the technology is supposed to be very intelligent and smart, it's going to be because it's conscious, like a human would be conscious, it probably will be the same thing. It's not going to be able to process things like it would if it didn't have a conscious mind. It'll be like they might have a higher IQ. They'll have a higher IQ than a human, but they will be more human and more understanding. So they're not going to want to kill people. Maybe they will. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about it. It's Pandora's box. You open it, you don't know what you're going to get. Because people are already some people say our phones are already an extension of our mind. That's what Elon Musk said, um, and that's what Joe Rogan said as well. A lot of and Joe Rogan's not really that smart, which I just think that it is they are right. I mean, it is like a second brain to have. You're like, shit, I need the calculator. You're not using your mind now to calculate things. You're using your phone. You're using your phone to think for you. So we already are a part of technology in that way. But hey, look, they put a chip in somebody. Elon Musk put a chip in somebody successfully. And yeah, that technology is coming. And it's going to be coming fast. It's going to come faster than the speed of lightning, man. Um, I don't know when, but they're going to try to eventually adapt. They're going to try to like make us AI as well, try to integrate us with AI. So we'll be AI, but also human. That's what Elon Musk was saying. A lot of jobs will be lost. Yeah, of course. Why would you hire a human when you could hire an AI that can speak as well as a human can, and even and explain things better than a human, and you don't have to pay for shit. We are biological machines. Yeah, I mean, we're. It would be. Some people say that AI robots is like the next evolution of humans. Like once we integrate ourselves with AI, and there's going to be like people are going to be trans robots. They're going to be like half robot, half human. They're going to have like arms. They're going to purposely cut off their arms and legs just so that they could run faster, or have like cut off their ears so that they could put like an ear on that has like Bluetooth, that you could turn it up as loud as you want. The eardrums will never you'll never you'll never get an ear infection. There's going to be a lot of benefits to it. You could take calls by just like thinking, just thinking like, oh, I need to answer this call. Answer. Boom. You answer the call. Look at someone's YouTube history and you see the nature of his thoughts. Yeah. I really wish there was a way to delete all data. All my data, but it's out there. They know my deepest, darkest secrets. They know my secrets. They know my secrets through the history of what I watch on YouTube. I mean, they're not really a secret though. I mean, it's just a bunch of fucking normal shit. Qatar, politics, blah, blah, blah. But in the future, let's say I have an opinion right now that the future disagrees with, they'll go after me. They'll lock me up. They'll put me in a camp because of what I think today. And if I carry on those thoughts and I still agree with those thoughts, and they put a contract in front of me that states, you are no longer believe what you said this time ago. So you need to sign this contract. If you refuse to sign it, we're going to have to put you through a re-education camp. And if the re-education camp doesn't work, we're sorry. We're going to have to put you away for a long time. Put you away for a long time, force a chip into your brain, put you in a virtual reality where you'll stay there and you'll leave everybody in reality alone. Your opinions will be to yourself. It'll be so fucking evil. the control that they can have in the future, the control that they will have in the future if we don't stop it, it's going to be scary, man. Everything we get to enjoy right now, you get to go on cruise ships, meet new people, work there. You're going to learn how to drive a ship. In the future, the ship's going to drive itself. Now, it might have somebody on there just for emergencies, but it's going to take a lot of jobs, man. These things are going to take a lot of fucking jobs. And it's going to be straight up communism in a way that it's going to be hard to work for things. I own all these guitars. All these guitars, right? And I have more in the closet. A lot more in the closet, right? I own all these guitars. But in communism, you can't own a lot of that stuff because you only get what you earned. Everybody gets the same thing, no matter what job they have. You can't just get all these guitars. You can't get the best quality guitar either, because without competition in society, there's no innovation. Without innovation, you're not going to get something better than what you have now. Because innovation is, we want to make the best product, because we want to make a better product, and we want the consumers to buy this product because it's the best fucking product. But in communism, everybody can work, but there is no class. There's no class. There's no currency in anarcho-communism. So that would mean, why would a company need to try to innovate anymore if they're not going to get paid the money to do it? If they're not going to have the purpose to do it, what purpose? Why would I want to make a new guitar if I could just sell the same fucking guitar, and it doesn't have to be good quality? They'll just have to deal with it, because this is what they'll get, and I don't have to try at all in this society. And we'll just deal with the same types of fucking guitar, one type of goddamn guitar in an anarcho-communist society. It would be horrible. Those guitars in communist Russia, Soviet Russia, they had like really shitty guitars because of that. In America, if we ever went to anarcho-communism, there would be probably just a few different types of cars, but they'll be really shitty. There'd be no innovations at all. There's not going to be any more innovation. Just straight up control. If you have too much of something, they'll take it. Well, you're not using it anyway, and this person needs it, okay? You're being selfish, so we're going to take it from you. And why would a doctor want to try in a society like that? Let's be honest. Most doctors are doctors for the money. A lot of these parents, they raise their kids to become doctors, not because the kids want to become doctors, but because it's good for the family wealth. So if you're going to become a doctor in a communist society like that, you're not going to give a fuck anymore you're not really going to give a fuck about people. You just work and you go home, and it doesn't matter. You still get paid. Look how many wonderful companies we have because people are innovating, and currency exists. We have Epiphone, we have Jackson, we have Solar Guitars, one of the best brands out there today. I love this damn guitar. It's awesome. We have Fender Squier is really big. We have PRS, Mitchell, Ibanez, LTD, ESP, Viper. You have Aristides guitar. You have Strandberg guitars. Dude, you have Dean guitars. You have so much to choose from. But in a society that doesn't give a fuck because they don't need to innovate, all these companies wouldn't exist. They wouldn't survive in a world like that because there wouldn't be a need for them. And that's fucked. That's a fucking fucked up, boring society to be in. Who wants to live in a society like that? Yeah, open air prisons. It's like a prison. I don't want the same fucking guitar. I want the guitar to be like the guitar that I want to play. You know, it's just not fair. It wouldn't be a fair society. Like, capitalism has its flaws. It can be invaded by people that want to use it and abuse it, but at least you have innovation and you have a lot of people that want to create, because there are people that want money. In order to make that money, they're forced to innovate to make something new. And it's a selfish thing, but without selfishness, without greed, without wants and needs, like, we wouldn't have a lot of the cool shit that we have today. Come on, man. But anyway, yeah. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden has a nice mix of capitalism and socialism, but too much immigrants. Yeah, the thing with it is that, unfortunately, I'm not trying to be racist, but man, the white people in Europe, they're really fucking shit up, man, for themselves. Like, you know, my bloodline comes from many places in Europe. And I feel like, look, they should have never allowed a lot of the shit that they've allowed, because it's not going to be this. It's not the same Europe. In the future, they're not going to have anywhere to go. There will be no, or like, everybody will know like the origins, you know, the Europeans, but they're not going to know, like, they're not going to see a lot of that culture anymore, because it's getting captured by other cultures coming in that do not respect the current culture that resides there, that don't respect the current traditions. You know, if that was happening in America to that extent, which it is sort of happening slowly, there's not as much Christmas lights as there were when I was little. There's way less Christmas lights. People aren't, this nation is becoming something else very slowly, and I see it. People used to go in the streets more, you know, for 4th of July, Independence Day. People used to do a lot more for Halloween even. But when you get too much people from the outside that don't understand, that don't care or respect for your traditions in your country, it's not going to be the same country that you loved, that you grew up with. It's going to be something else that you're not going to like. It's going to be something, it's going to suck. There's nothing I can do about it, because the people in power, they're going to do what they want. They're going to do what they want, man. Can't do a thing about it. Yeah, it was nice talking to you, man. But I'm gonna get off too, man. End the stream. I'll shred one more time. Peace out, guys.